Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. We're supposed to be taking family pictures today, so I'm getting like set up and stuff, so I figured why not make a video since you're already setting up the camera. You might as well just make a video. It's hot in this thing. Like, this is my first adult onesie. I am onesie. I'll show you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I figured since I have my camera rolling already, because we're going to be taking family pictures, I could just quickly do a video. And I thought about it and I was like, okay, you know what kind of video would I do anyways? And I was like, okay, I want to make a video on stuff we just need to really change in 2018. I'm talking really fast. For those of you that are newly subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. I know that I haven't been regularly posting. For those of you that have been subscribed, sorry. And I'm going to do much better in 2018, I promise. Hopefully this thing is not, I move around a lot, so my camera has to adjust itself as I move. So I'm gonna try not to move as much so it's not out of focus. Okay, so this video is literally going to be things we should not do in 2018. In 2018, I want people to love each other more. Not just say, oh yeah, I love people, but actually love each other more. And I think one of the things that's really been weighing on me is like black people get on my last nerves with a lot of stuff, right? I feel like it's very hypocritical to say, oh, you know what, another race doesn't like me, but yet we don't like each other. Black people don't even like each other. Black people don't like each other. Like, for example, right? So I'll give you guys examples so you guys can understand or whatever and stuff like that. Black people are the only group of people that I know, like, well, maybe because I'm used to black people, that we don't get along. We don't even like each other. There is separation between African Americans and Africans. Like, we don't value each other. We don't empower each other. We don't come together. Black people don't even support black-owned businesses. So we expect everybody, oh yeah, black, you know. Yes, there's some that do. I'm making very blank statements or very broad statements. Yes, there are a few that do support black businesses, or there are a few that love each other and stuff like that. But I'm talking as a whole, as an entire whatever, you know. We need to do better. I'm actually of African descent, so being that I am American, I feel like there's this discrepancy between like what we should be called. I feel confused a little bit sometimes because I technically should be the African American, and then people that are born here should be the Black Americans. So I think that's something that's a little off to me. If you are born in the United States and you are a black person, you should be referred to as Black American. And then if the person came from Africa, then became a naturalized citizen, then they should be African American. And so obviously it's not that way, okay? So that's a problem in itself, and I'm like, dude, somebody needs to fix that. But obviously nobody's going to fix that or anything. But my point here is we need to value each other. As an employer, I would say that I actually do the same thing that we blame white people for doing. Like, do I see like a name on an application form and I judge? Absolutely, I do the same thing. Like, just because I have so much history of like people walking through, coming to an interview and then not showing up for the job, or you don't know if they're gonna show up for their shift, you don't know if they're gonna show, like, it's just, they've left a sour taste in my mouth, okay? So let's not just say, oh, it's the white man that doesn't like doing this, blah 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 blah. There are some things that I will ask a black employee to do that they're like, I ain't finna have, they do such a crappy job, I ain't finna have me do that. Why would you have me do that? And talk back. But if a white man said, hey, you know what, scrub my toilet, scrub this, scrub that, black people would be like, yes massa, yes massa, yes massa. So let's not blame the white man for the ways that we think or the ways that we are treated. I just feel like it's something that's just ingrained in each individual. We just need to do better. I feel like we need to value each other more, and we need to love each other more. We need to just do better. Let's do better. Like, if you see your fellow black person doing good, don't hate on them just because they're doing good. Figure out how you're going to start doing better for yourself. okay? Rather than hating on them, you can ask questions like, yo, what you doing that I'm not doing? That's what I do. If I see somebody that's succeeding, I actually celebrate them because I want to be where they are, where they're at. They know something that I don't know, so I'm gonna ask questions. Another thing is Black people feel like they know too much, specifically referring to the African people. They don't ask questions. They don't say, oh yeah, why would I ask them? Why would I ask them that question? Why would I even, they don't know anything. They don't know anything. Actually, you're the one that doesn't know anything because you're in another country trying to figure out stuff, and that's why things are not really working out. It's just really frustrating when I see a lot of stuff. Like, I'm also in the African community, and there's so many Africans that are just like dying in the United States. Like, nothing is working out. Yet they'll work 3 jobs or whatever, and they're sending money back home or whatever and stuff like that. First of all, you're sending money back home and you're gathering stuff and you're like, oh yeah, you know, I'm just going to work. When I'm older, I'm just going to go back to my country. I'm going to go back to my country. And you wonder why nothing is working out for you here. It's because your heart's not here. You're not even invested in this place. You're not trying to assimilate to the culture. You're not trying to do anything of that sort. Why would it work out for you? If your heart is in Africa, maybe you should just return now. Don't wait till you accumulate a bunch of stuff before moving back. Move back now. That's how I feel. I'm just saying. I'm making very broad general statements, but these are the things that really work my nerves. I feel like if you love the land that you live in and you definitely want to simulate yourself, you're going to assimilate just fine. Blame it on a particular group of people and saying, oh yeah, they don't like me, they don't like me. Who cares if they don't like you? And that's something that I'm going to say to all Black people. I don't care if the white man don't like me. That's their business. Whoever is hateful is hateful. That is their damn business. That's not my problem to worry about who doesn't like me and who likes me. When you pay attention to stuff like that, you see it even more. It's because you're looking for it. You're wired that way. But even if I see it, I just ignore it. That's your business. You bitter and you cold and you're probably gonna die that way. That's your business. Die that way then. But for me, I'm going to live and walk in love and really love people. It's so funny because like I'll meet people that I know genuinely don't like me, but I still smile anyways. Doesn't take too much for me to smile at somebody because hey, kindness, kill them with kindness if you have to. That's my philosophy. But there's just a lot of things like I just feel like let's not take it into 2018. Another thing that's been bothering me, if you want to do missionary work, okay, you feel the leading to be a nice person to do missionary work and stuff like that, start in your backyard. What does that mean? Actually, you know what? Start in your house. It's so weird that you're not going to help your mom. Like, you have a mom that needs help and you haven't helped your mom that needs help, or your dad that needs help, or your brother and sister that needs help, or your cousins that need help, but you will raise money to go to Africa to go feed some people. No. You got to start in your own house. Like, if you haven't fed your grandmama, your mama, your brother, your sister and stuff, don't go feeding nobody in Africa because they didn't ask you to come, okay? You have to start where you live. So if you're like, oh, I'm going to do charity work, where should I go to? And then it's like a mini vacation because you're literally taking a mini vacation. If you're going to the safari to go have fun, that's not missionary work, honey. Missionary work is literally like you're really there for missionary work. And I think there are those that are led to do stuff like that. I don't think everybody is led to come to Africa or come to South America or go to Haiti or go to all these poor places or Cambodia. I feel like there are people, yes, that are called to it. But if you see them doing it and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna do the same thing too because it's gonna make me feel better about myself. No, it's really not. You're just gonna come back and you'll still be the same person feeling the same way you feel. If you really feel a genuine urge to help, start in your own backyard. I know reservation lands where they're starving, like literally have no food, okay? We live in America and we think, okay, you know what? There's no poverty, there's no this, there's no that, there's no that. It's the lie from the pit of the bottom hell. Very bottom of hell, okay? Lies. There are poor people in America. There are slums in America. We need to do better. We need to actually feed those people first before we start leaving the country going to go feed somebody else, okay? That's my little philosophy. I know that people are gonna like probably not think that's cool, but whatever. I feel like I'm gonna start speaking my mind and saying the things that, you know, people bottle up and not say. I feel like you're a hypocrite if you stand outside Planned Parenthood holding up a sign talking about, oh yeah, you know, ban abortion, but secretly you know your kid has had 5 abortions and you supported it because you didn't want nobody to know that your kid got pregnant. That's the problem. Let's stop being hypocritical. Let's stop passing judgments prematurely. Let's not judge people. I feel like if we put ourselves in other people's positions, to know what they're going through, then you will actually love that person even more. Seeing yourself in somebody else, like, oh, I've been through that, I can relate to that, will definitely help you not judge people. And like, a lot of people have been through a lot of trauma. So when you see a situation, don't just judge it. If you see a homeless person, like, oh yeah, he probably was on drugs. No, that's not the only reason people go bankrupt. People can go bankrupt, people can lose a job, people get bad divorces that just take everything. People have mental issues, like mental struggles. Not even just mental issues as in like, oh, schizophrenic or something, but just dealing with mental issues that are just dragging you down can get you in a slum. So let's not judge. It could be you. It could be anybody. Anybody can go through those things. So don't point fingers and be like, oh yeah, you know, I know he definitely just squandered his money. That's why he's out on the streets or whatever and stuff like that. No, let's not do that. 2018, let's be better people. Let's do better things. And let's aim higher. Let's aim higher. Aim for that stuff that you've put on hold and put on the back burner because they told you, oh, you know, people from your neck of the woods can never be anything like that, or they can never achieve anything like that. It is not true. It is not true. So that's what I wanted to go ahead and say in this video, whatever. It's all over the place, but hey, I got my point across. I put it on video. I will put this, upload this or whatever. If you like these sort of videos or whatever, comment below, like, what kind of stuff gets on your last nerves? I mean, like, people, I feel like we bottle it on the inside and not talk about it openly just because, like, it's like, ooh, don't say that out loud. It's not politically correct. I feel like screw political correctness, because we do have to talk about these issues if we're going to get better. The Black community needs to be united. We need to learn how to love each other first before expecting somebody else to love us or expecting the white man to get it. If you yourselves if you that look the same cannot agree or look upon each other and see the good in each other, what makes you think the person that looks differently from you is going to see it if you don't see it? That's the problem. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you pass it along to somebody who needs to see this video, or even if they don't need to see the video, pass it along, share it. Thank you. And definitely hit the subscribe button. I believe it is on my left side. Is on the left side of the screen. So hit that subscribe button, pass it along, thumbs up. Don't forget to do that, okay? All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Woo, woo, woo. Bye, guys.